Dear students, let us start the new chapter, Advanced Formatting Features in MS Word. In this chapter, we are going to see the line spacing, paragraph spacing, indents, page margin, page orientation, watermark, custom watermark, page border, page shading, column and column break, header and footer, page number, and print command. Dear students, in class 4, you have done the following formatting features: change font, font size and font color, apply text, effects, and highlight text color, change text to bold, italic, and underline, apply subscript and superscript, apply bullets and numbers, align text, use of mini toolbar. I am going to show you all these formatting features so that you can recapitulate and you practice. Dear students, the figure is showing the parts of MS Word screen. This is for your recap. You can see the different parts of MS Word screen: quick access toolbar, the tabs, title bar, the minimize, maximize and close buttons, help button, the ribbon, horizontal ruler, vertical ruler, cursor, status bar, view button, zoom slider, document area, vertical scroll bar. I'm sure you are recalling the experience of class 4. Now we are going to now I'm going to start with the recap of formatting feature of MS Word that we have seen in class 4. Dear students, let us recap. First, let me take the font and font size. First, you just choose or select the text in which you want to apply. So now here I am using MS Word 2007. Here you are seeing the office button, then home tab, insert, page layout, references, mailing, review and view. In Office 2010, instead of this office button, you will see a file tab. Similarly, in 16 also you will see the file tab, but in 16 there are more tabs. So 2007 and in 2010, the only difference is the office button. Here, instead of office button, there is a file tab. The remaining tabs are same, but yes, there will be some difference in what is there inside the tab. So let us see the font. You can see first you select the home tab if it not selected, then come to the font group. In font group you can see the font box. In that, if you click down, you will see the different type of fonts and you can select anyone depending on your need. Say suppose I am selecting the Arial Black. Then to its right you can see the font size box. In this you can click and select the font size as you need. And towards its right you can see a grow font and shrink font. Instead of using the font size, you can also increase or decrease the font size from here, like this. See, I'm increasing font and I'm decreasing the font size. So in this way I can increase or decrease the font size. I hope you understood this. Next is the bold, italics and underline. So this is selected bold. I can deselect it. Now you can see the difference. I can italics it, I can underline it, and this is the bold. So depending on your need you can change. Now this is the text highlight color. You can highlight the text. Say you have selected this and you want to highlight this with the color chosen. Say this is the text highlighting. Then this is the text color that you want to choose. Press the escape key to come out of the effect. Now let me select the text. Now I can choose the font color. You can choose from here the color you need. Next is the superscript and subscript. Let me make this 2007 as superscript. Superscript means the particular selected text will be written above the normal line. See here, this is the superscript. If I want to do a subscript, then select and select the subscript. So this is below the normal text baseline. So in this way you can go for superscript and subscript. Bullets and numbers. So let me select these two, and now I can say bullets from here. You can choose your own, or if you want you can define new bullet from here. The symbols, and you can select the symbols. Say this one, selecting this, press OK. So here see the symbol. So these are the bullets, and you can go for the numbering. You can choose the number pattern from here. Next is the aligning text. So we can align text. In the home tab you can see the paragraph. In paragraph there is a aligning. So here let me select a particular, let me select this. I am selected this text. Now this is left align, this is center align. See the way the alignment looks. This is your right align, and this is justified. Okay, let me bring the ruler here, then you will understand it better. So it is in view ruler. So now let me go to the home tab, and now you can see it better. This is left align, this is center align, this is right align. See the alignment, and this is justified. Okay, what is mini toolbar? Now suppose I am selecting this. You can see this, a small toolbar appears. This is the mini toolbar. From here you can do some of the things very fast, like you can select the font size, you can increase or decrease. Then you can go for the brushing up, the style. Then you can give bold, italics. Say I am giving it bold. Then you can also change the color from here directly. So I think you have understood, and we have revised the one which we have done in class 4. If any doubt, you can ask me and you practice. Thank you. What is formatting? Document formatting refers to the way a document is laid out on the page, the way it looks and is visually organized, and it addresses things like font selection, font size, and presentation, like bold, underline, or italics, spacing, margin alignment, columns, indentation, and list. Basically, the mechanics of how the word appear on the page is formatting. A well-formatted document is consistent, correct in terms of meeting any stated requirement, and easy to read. For example, if you are going to write an application, the formatting will be different. If you are going to write an essay, the formatting will be different. So depending on the document that you are going to write, the formatting will be different. The visual appeal of a document has an effect on the reader and how they perceive the information. So it is important in any piece of writing or documentation to be concerned with its formatting. Formatting also makes information more accessible to the reader by creating and labeling sections, that is headings, highlighting keywords or ideas, and make a good impression. So dear students, formatting is very important. So I'm going to teach you the advanced formatting now. Practice it. Line spacing. Line spacing refers to the vertical space between two adjacent lines of a paragraph. There are options available for different line spacings in MS Word. Select the paragraph in which you want to change the line spacing and then follow the steps. So step number 1, first you have to click on the home tab if it is not selected. If it is selected, then we will go to the paragraph group and click on the line and paragraph spacing option and to open a drop down list. And in the drop down list you can choose the spacing that you need. If it is not specified here, you can go for many line spacing options, and from there we can select as per our need. So I am going to show you this practically. Paragraph spacing. Paragraph spacing refers to the vertical space before and after a paragraph. To change paragraph spacing, select the paragraph, then follow the steps as shown. Click on the Home tab. In the paragraph group, click on the line and paragraph spacing option, and in that you can see the space before and space after the paragraph. You click it. Now once you add space after paragraph, then you will find in the add has been replaced with the remove space after the paragraph. I am going to show you practically the both line spacing and paragraph spacing. Dear students, let us do the line spacing and paragraph spacing. Now, what do we understand by line and what do we understand by a paragraph? Now, whenever we press enter key in MS Word while typing, after pressing the enter key, it becomes a paragraph. If you are continuing typing and it comes automatically, that is the word is been wrapped in the next line, or it comes the next line automatically, it is a line. It is not a paragraph. But once you press enter key, then you will again start writing, then that becomes a paragraph. So I hope you have understood the difference in lines and paragraph. So here we have 3 lines. Now first you have to select the home tab. If it is not selected, come to the paragraph group. Now in paragraph group, see the line spacing option here, click on it. You can go for 1.15, see the difference. You can go for 1, it becomes too congested, so it is very difficult to read, so you can increase the size, line spacing, then again 1.5 you can increase. So in this way you can do the line spacing so that it becomes more readable and look professional. Now let me explain you the paragraph spacing. Now I am selecting from here till here. Now here we have okay, now I will show you the pressing of the enter key. Now see this show or hide button, that is, it shows the paragraph mark as is shown there. Now see here, these are the paragraph marks, means here we have pressed enter. So this is one paragraph, next paragraph, then wherever you are seeing in the sign like the one like this, it is a paragraph. So here we have 4 paragraphs. Now we'll see the paragraph spacing. Of course, you have to select the paragraphs. The spaces are there, therefore I will select remove space before paragraph. So before paragraph it is removed. Now I am selecting remove space after paragraph, so the after paragraph is also removed. Now I can also add space before paragraph. Now see, the space has increased. Add space after paragraph, again the space is increased. See this. Now in this way we can continue. Okay, now let me show you line spacing options. In this line spacing options, you are going to open this dialog box. In this dialog box we are interested in spacing. This before and after is for paragraph spacing, and this is the line spacing. You can select, you can go for multiple, you can go exact, it depends on it. Okay, let me select the spacing before and after the paragraph. Now you can see the preview here, how it changes. See, it is increased. You can see the space before the paragraph and space after the paragraph. I am increasing it. See the space after the paragraph. I hope you understood. See the preview box. in the dialog box. I can fix it from here. Similarly, I can go to line spacing and I can go for the multiple line spacing, and at present I am giving 3. I can reduce it to 2.5 or 2 and now press OK. Now see the changes. I hope you have understood this. Let me do it again. I am going to select these 4 paragraphs. I am going here, remove space before paragraph, remove space after paragraph. Now you can go for the line spacing options and you can reset the spacing here. Now you can see the preview box here, and I am increasing the spacing before the paragraph, and I am spacing increasing after the paragraph. You can see the effect of these. Press OK. Now you can also go for the line spacing. Here it is fixed by 2. You can reduce it, or you can go for line spacing option, and here I have fixed it to 1.5, or you can go for double, or you can exactly that you need, you can give here, again you can reduce the points and press OK. See the effect. So you have to be very particular regarding the spacing. Now see, this doesn't look good, so you have to go there and again, and you have to adjust it. So line spacing option. So here it is actually exact I written. I will not do the exact. I can go for the multiple option and now press OK. Now see. So in this way you can remove or add line space or paragraph space. Practice it. Any doubt you can ask me. Dear students, I am sure you have understood the line spacing and paragraph spacing. We have also covered the class 4 formatting features. Please practice all those and also practice the line spacing and paragraph spacing. So thanks dear students, have a nice time. Bye. See you in the next class with more advanced formatting features.